I know I'm late to the party, but I, Harry Thomas, have at last joined the Kingsman, so let's talk about the sequel to one of the biggest surprises of 2015. Kingsman: The Golden Circle, directed once again by Matthew Vaughn, who also directed Secret Service, and is the sequel to the 2015 hit Kingsman: Secret Service. So, The Golden Circle tells the story set after the events of the first movie. Eggsy has now joined the Kingsman, however, the Kingsman headquarters have been annihilated by a new villain played by Julian Moore, and it's up to the Kingsman to team up with a new spy organisation in the US called the Statesman. Now, we all know how awesome Kingsman's Secret Service was. It was one of the freaking best and most surprising movies of 2015, bar none. It was an absolute blast from start to finish, and a hilarious and ridiculously fun parody on the James Bond genre. And coming out of this sequel from a huge fan of Secret Service, I liked it fine. It's good, not great, but good. I mean, the critics who say it's nowhere near as good as Secret Service are absolutely correct. It's not. Taron Egerton just feels more confidence here, and the members of the Kingsman and the Statesman are, well, great too. The fact that the Kingsmen team up with America this time adds a great deal of variety to the cast. I mean, Channing Tatum, Halle Berry, and Mark Strong are all superbly charismatic and give it their all. I won't say the cast is perfect in terms of our protagonists, which I will discuss in my negatives. And Julianne Moore as the villain, surprisingly, she's gotten some hate by a few critics. I don't think she's a bad villain at all. I say she perfectly fit the tone of this movie. I absolutely loved seeing an Oscar-winning actress who, for the most part, has acted in serious roles take on a delightfully over the top and campy James Bond like villain. And yeah, Julianne Moore, just like Taron Egerton, is also one of my favourite performances and characters in this movie. And even Poppy Delevingne stars in this movie as one of the villain's henchmen, Charlie's ex-girlfriend, and the scene, which I won't spoil too much, but there's one moment when Eggsy and her have sex. Those of you who've seen the trailer will know what I'm talking about. The moment when she just takes off her red dress, revealing her bra. Wow, that is the best scene in the movie. It was not only sexy, but pure entertainment, and it was also interesting seeing Charlie, who was a ex-member of the Kingsman from the first movie, return in this movie as an antagonist, working for Julianne Moore. I didn't expect the tone of this movie to be too dark, and that's exactly what I got. Campy fun, and I had a blaster with the humour. Many of the jokes landed because the cheesy scripts worked so well, and the action sequences were thoroughly entertaining and top notch, even though none of them came closer to the incredible church action scene from the first film. But the genius use of CGI and the brisk pace to them makes them absolutely delightful to watch. Although the movie's not without its flaws, I said I liked it, I didn't say I loved it, so with that, now sadly we come to the negatives. I mean, the movie is at least 40 minutes too long. I agree with every critic who criticises the runtime. I mean, the fact that this movie is like 2 hours and 20 minutes long, a good chunk of it felt like total filler. You only needed an hour and a half to tell a story as simplistic as this, making this one of the most poorly paced spy movies. I was like, just get to the point already. I still love the villain for her over-the-top personality, but her motivation was kind of weak. It was not explained very well whatsoever. I also felt like Matthew Vaughn's direction wasn't as strong or as on point here as it was in Secret Service. He was so insistent on making this movie fun, but I think he made it a little too fun that he forgot to add the heart. This movie lacks the heart and emotional centre of Secret Service, and the stakes are surprisingly, because of that, feel lower here, even though Kingsman headquarters are completely blown up, destroyed and obliterated. I didn't give a shit about this story as much as I did in Secret Service, and but my biggest problem with this movie, it was such a major mistake to bring Colin Firth back from the dead, because he was killed off at the end of Secret Service, and just bringing him back was totally unnecessary and ruined his death scene and made his death redundant and pointless in the first movie. He could have been taken out of the movie and it wouldn't have affected the movie whatsoever. Our expectations were probably overly high. It is a disappointment compared to Secret Service, and I don't have the desire to see it again in the cinema, but I may rent it on Blu-ray. I give Kingsman the Golden Circle 3 stars out of 5. At least I recommend this movie for that Poppy Delevingne seems so freaking hot. Well, I love you guys, thank you for watching, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and what do you think of the Golden Circle? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please find me on Twitter and on Google+, and on Instagram, and I'll see you all next time when I review Monsters University. I'll see you then, bye guys.